What's cracking? This Zero, you know what I'm talking about? Right now you watching Royal Nation TV, you know what I'm talking about?
What up, world? It's King Duar, the Melanated King, and you're watching Royal Nation TV. And this is a part of our segment where we call it Let's Talk About It. And I got one of my favorite co-hosts, Kilo. Kilo, let the world know who you are, man.
It's your boy 504 Kilo in the building. Y'all know it's going down.
Houston, Texas, where we reside at. New Orleans is the connection family by way of Ghana. We in there, King Duar. Yo, Kilo, let's get on this first topic, man. Let's talk about it. This is our segment.
What's up?
Talk about it, man. First, I want to touch on, man, it's been wild. It's been wild out here, man. Let's talk about the Charleston White on T.I. and Boosie's kid, man. And you know, I'm gonna put this out here real quick, man. I see a lot of weird things happening right now, man, especially with politics. Politics and the entertainment business, especially with Charleston White, and people are drawing lines, and it's very interesting, man, to see that even happen. I know being an entertainer, being in the public eye, everybody gets scrutinized and talked about. A lot of different things happen. You know, it's just that.
Yeah, I know that.
What you sign up for when you
don't sign up for nothing. I don't think nobody. Not to cut you off. I don't think nobody signs up for verbal abuse on no level. Abuse is abuse, no matter if it's physical or if it's verbal. I don't think
what I mean by sign up for is like you sign up to become a celebrity, and everybody get talked about.
Yeah, it's true, but it's not. But it's not right.
Well, and it's not right. But I mean, people, just like I remember in the '90s, Def Comedy Jam, you had people were talking bad about Biggie. I didn't like that. I remember the jokes, and I'm like, damn, they talking real bad about Biggie. But it's almost like, I won't say almost,
but that's comedy though. That's comedy. That's kind of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Well, the joking situation, I understand. Look, it's a thin line between joke and real. They joking, cool. I can understand they joking, just don't joke. It's like this here. You're a comedian, you crack a couple of jokes about somebody, it's funny. But then when you lean into it and you constantly keep cracking a joke about that same person, then it's not funny anymore. That's just my opinion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm glad you brought that up. Charleston White titles himself as a comedian as well, along with several other things. So What are your thoughts on him speaking on T.I. kid and Boosie kid? And let's set the record straight too. This came out of Charleston White's mouth that he spoke on Boosie and T.I. first. The kids got involved, and he felt that they should have respected him as an elder, not said anything, and stayed out of their parents' business. But we know it don't normally work like that. But in Charleston White's defense, he said that they spoke on him first. Go.
Man, look, me and you talk. I'm cut from a different cloth. Charleston White, I've been watching him. He makes some good, valid points about some things. The guy is very smart. I think some of the stuff he talk about needs to be talked about. Of course, he have his own way and his own approach on how he wants to deliver that. That's him. But I feel that, again, being a comedian, cracking jokes and taking it too far, you already seen what happened at the Oscars, right? Now, it was a joke, but to me, Chris Rock didn't lean into it. It was just one quick little joke, and he was on to what he needed to do. But look at the effect that it caused for Will. This situation is getting too personal now. It ain't even funny no more. It's dealing with a person kid. Like I say, it's all right to crack a joke, say what you got to say, and go about your business as a comedian. But when you lean into something, when you start cutting deep, when you start getting into personal issues and stuff, it doesn't become a joke anymore. It's malicious. You know what I'm saying? It's like you waking up every morning with this on your mind. Now, I understand that kids do need to stay in their place, but when it comes down to anybody you love, that love you, there was an old saying, a guy told me, he said, man, watch who you kill, because everybody got somebody that love them.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Facts.
and I was faced with that situation in a similar situation but I didn't speak on the situation for a couple of reasons. One, the person that spoke on me, I have a lot of respect for them, and I just felt like they should have came ask me before listening to somebody else. That was one of the situations. Two, they both from the same culture that we're in, and I'm not about to help destroy New Orleans culture. We got enough of that shit going on. So I didn't answer back. And last but not least, my family started getting involved in it on the whole street level. I'm talking about from sisters to children.
So, I'm glad you brought that up. Now, this is the next question for you. You see how that bled into that? It became off wax or became off social media or streaming. It became in the streets and personal. So do you feel like, you know, what Charleston White said in the back and forth between T.I., they even had a personal phone call conversation too. They actually got
I heard about that.
And that was, I don't think that was very successful. But do you think it should come a point where you're giving threats? Are you causing bodily harm when all this stuff is out for everybody to see?
Yeah, but let me tell you what it is that I feel dealing with.
You agree to that? You agree it should be bodily harm?
No. It can cause. I agree. I agree to the fact that it can cause that. I don't agree that should happen. Here's what I'm saying by that. Let me clarify. I'm not responsible for people who love me actions. That's when people get it twisted. Someone that loves you may tell them, say, man, leave that alone. All right, doo-wop, you right, man. I ain't gonna worry about it. But once they leave your presence, how they feel about you, you have no control of that. I done seen that happen a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've been around that.
Yeah, but that happened.
Situations like, say, man, look, say, let it go. They're like, man, fuck that. I ain't letting it go. I ain't letting it go. He could let it go, but I ain't letting it go. You see what I'm saying?
Thanks.
But it had nothing to do with my partner. He man, that's my dog, my partner. He just got a love for him and a respect that he feel like he don't want nobody else to disrespect. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, we can't control how other people feel about it. I just feel, to me, I know Boosie. I had the pleasure of meeting T.I. I just feel like when you get to a certain status in your career, you can address some things, but don't even entertain
them. Okay. How do you feel about the kids? Should the kids have? Well, and they're both, I think, 18 years old. I don't want to misquote. I don't know how old Boosie's son is, but do you think they should have went online and said something to this?
Yeah, you know. I'm gonna keep
go for this.
Yeah, no. Yeah, because that's their dad. That's their fathers. That's their family. It ain't like they stepdad. They're gonna go to war, but to a certain extent, then that's when. Put it like this here, make you understand. If my son would have did it, I understand it. But then I would have took it to another level. Like, look, bro, you know, we got this, we got that. Do me a favor and let that go. Don't get on social media. Don't entertain it no more. Matter of fact, block out whatever situation you may see, unfollow whatever you want to see. Tell your friend, because I'm in a situation like that right now with similar. Yeah, you know, with similar situations.
Really want to, you know.
Yeah. Matter of fact, somebody went at one of my people last night on a slick side comment that they made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna get into that. But I'm saying that to answer your question, here's the thing. When it get to that part, like I told my people, stand down. Let it go, block them, don't follow them. Let's get back to what we're doing. You gotta understand something. You gotta let the
Boosie. I mean, cut you off. Boosie did have a conversation with his son about that. He said, "No, you don't." You know, he talked to him after the fact. Hey, you don't do that. You don't. You know, you don't go at that person like that. You leave that alone. He did explain that to him. And then T.I. came from a different approach. He was saying how he used the term "monkey on your back." You know, us in New Orleans, we know the definition of monkey on the back, right? But he broke it down a different way to his son, explaining how basically the dude was using him. And overall, I mean, Charleston White, you know, I like Charleston White a lot because of the real meaning behind Charleston White. But the other meaning he's doing, he's trolling, and he's doing what all the greats had did. I think it's only a few people that can pull it off. Like he's doing what 50 Cent did. You remember with How to Rob? 50
Yeah,
Cent.
yeah. 50
He doing
Cent
all that.
did it.
He doing what? Not. I don't know. I'm like I always said. Mystical probably was the first one that ever really him and UNLV with the whole trolling thing, right? But that was a collaborated thing. But you look at 50 Cent, it was somebody else I named too that did it. And 6ix9ine. But we understand consequences come with that, right? We understand, right? But the thing I like about Charleston Wright is what he's speaking. A lot of that stuff he's saying is real. His other stuff it's like a bittersweet thing. Like I can't speak on you met T.I. before, Boosie. I met Boosie, we've been in the same arenas before, but I don't know them. Like I haven't had a conversation with them. I only can base what I see with them on TV and all that. But a person like and T.I. as well. But a person like Charleston White, which is scary and good about him, is he's going to reveal some stuff that you should pay attention to. And
Here's what I'm saying. This is how I look at it. Either you're going to be a preacher or you're going to be backstabber.
Explain the backstabber.
Okay. Charleston White to me is like a good preacher that don't follow what he preach. You ever been in church where you had them preachers that tell you, oh man, fornication, man, you got to do what the Lord of Jesus ought to. You believe in that. You follow that. You put your money in the collection pay. Every Sunday you go to church, you get up, you go to work, and you believe that. But then when he stepped down off the pulpit, and he got to step down because, again, he's a man of God. He done made a mistake, and you found out pastor was at the strip club throwing dollars. Pastor that did this. Like, wait, hold on, bro. You preaching to me. I'm following you, but you doing stuff, and then they hide behind that. Well, he's only human. Back to what I was saying is like, with Charleston White, he said a lot of good things, but then, the other side about it is like you can see him kind of trolling, like you said. He's aggravating the situation. I'm gonna call the police and all that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like stick to some of the stuff that you're trying to teach the people, some of the stuff that you're saying about how these kids are being influenced. I love all that stuff that he talked about, different things like that. But
he's really an activist. He's a real
he's a real, and I respect, bro. I have a lot of respect for that. Like I watch him, you know what I'm saying? I dedicate.
You did your homework on him because
Really, so, but what I'm saying is,
and he's a street dude too. But keep it going.
But here's the thing: you say you're a street person, but what kind of street person?
Right.
Because here's the thing: if you're a street person, how you a street person if you're not following the rules of the street? You might as well just leave.
But you saying playing both sides of the field is what you're saying.
Exactly. It's like I'm a gangster, but I'm not a gangster. That make any sense?
I'm a gangster when I need to be a gangster.
Yeah.
Police
man, I'll bang y'all up or whatever. But if somebody come at you, I'm gonna call the police. Hold on now. Y'all going to jail. That just, you know what I'm saying? That shit just don't.
Gotcha. Okay.